Hey, this is Pillow Talk Mamas with Anamari and Troy. I'm Anamari.
I'm Troy.
If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future episodes. If you're new, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you are already family, welcome back. Now let's get started with our segments of the week and get into this chat. Our first segment is Stress of the Week. Would you like to go first?
I have no stress.
I have no stress at all.
I have no stress this week. I mean, it's just we got to ditch like soccer practice, so that was nice. Because it's too hot.
Relaxation of the week.
Yeah, chill out and relax. Got to go to Kingston, Maine on Monday. No stress. I'm sorry, no stress and no LOLs.
Oh well.
How are you?
At least have a stress of the week. Funny stuff happens, but you have to be there kind of things. So mine is that I have been very overstimulated and I just need to get out of the house. But yes, that's an easy fix. We're working on it. So we can jump right into our questions because that's kind of self-explanatory.
Like,
overstimulated, get out of the house.
Done. Easy.
And here, you pick.
Why? Why me? Oh God.
I don't even know if they shuffled, but
this one looks long. No, it's not. It's actually not. It's like short. How to prioritize date nights and quality time. Let me know when you figure that out.
Right. Get a babysitter that is willing to watch your kids. My kids are wild.
No, they're not wild.
They're
they're energetic.
Many ways. Yeah.
Just energetic.
Not totally bad, just wild. I would never categorize my boys as bad. They just you got to be able to get on the floor with them.
Yeah.
And actually play, not like sit and watch something. They'll be fine by themselves.
No, definitely have to interact with them.
Yeah.
Ooh, so how to prioritize? Like you said, you get a sitter. Gotta be able to have somebody watch the kids, the Miminos. I would definitely say make the effort to maybe a Saturday out the month. We have people in our lives and we can make it work. But just dedicate a Saturday or a Sunday or even a Friday night because ours works and stuff like that. But prioritize the time to say I'm gonna set aside an hour or two and we're gonna go out to our favorite dinner spot and just not talk about the kids for a little bit or talk about the kids. Excuse me, talk about the kids a little bit, but still have real adult conversation, not just what you have to do at home.
Absolutely. I feel like it's unrealistic to not talk about your kids at all.
Yeah, no. They're such a pivotal part in life and a major part in life.
Which is not bad. But we're kind of the opposite by way of you mentioned a favorite spot. My husband and I, when we were actually dating, would okay, what kind of food do you like? Let's do American, Italian, Asian. And we would just go on Waze, type in that type of food, find a place and just go to try something new.
That's creative. I like that.
I loved it. We haven't done it in a long time. Our last date was Texas Roadhouse, which obviously we've been, but it was really nice. We tried our best not to talk about the kids. I don't think we did. We did questions, would you rather type questions.
Cute. Actual date stuff. That's cute.
I was getting ready to get out of the car and walk into the restaurant. I was why do I feel nervous? This is my husband. Because it's been so long.
Yeah. Aww.
But, obviously it wore off quick because I'm this is my husband. So
I know this man.
Do you ever get nervous going on date nights?
Yeah, I still get butterflies.
Butterflies and nerves, yeah.
I definitely do. Am I cute enough? Am I dressed up enough?
Right.
What if I make a fool of myself and I say the wrong thing? We've been together for over a decade. What is it that's gonna really
if you said anything at this point, he'd be you know what, we're done. But you guys had no foundation to begin with.
None at all.
But that's funny. That's how you prioritize it. Make the time.
Exactly. I'm about to say that's all you gotta do. Do it. Just do it. Get into it.
And we're ready for our topic of the day, which is so you think you're grown.
Sometimes.
All right. So we are going to start with pre-mom experiences.
All right, go ahead, because I ain't got nothing for you. I started right out of high school as a mama, so.
That's true. Okay, well then let's talk about what kind of things you like to do in high school then. Obviously not like, oh, we did a girls trip type of thing,
Yeah.
but like activities that you like to do and whether or not you still like them. No, nothing.
I'm like, I played soccer and tennis and did ROTC. I don't know how much of
I
that
don't
really applies to
remember
real
you
life.
playing soccer or tennis.
I did tennis for 3 years, soccer for 2 years.
Oh no, I might remember you doing tennis.
Yeah.
I might remember tennis.
Best time of my life. I ain't doing that now.
Yeah. Sports.
And even if I did decide, I need a team, I need friends, I need to have somebody to
I'll
do
kick
that
a ball
with.
with you. Tennis, I can't help you with. I suck so bad. My hand-eye coordination is good for some things, but not tennis, baseball, softball, none of that. My pre-mom experiences, a lot of it, well, all of it really was clubs, dinners, and lunches. Food and music and dancing is pretty much it. We did like, I probably went more so with my mom to like festivals and things like that, trying to get out of the house. As I mentioned prior, it was just me and her. So we had to become besties.
That's cute. I like
enjoy
it.
each other's company. Yeah.
See, I never thought to do festivals and stuff. Like I completely disregarded that type of thing.
You have
exists.
to look for it. I feel like in DC it's popular, and Charlotte is a big city. If you're in New York, I'm sure they have tons of stuff. I have a lot of family in New York, but I don't know. Yeah,
I'm not leaving my comfortable bubble of Mid-Atlantic.
Understandable.
And I don't even know if New York counts as Mid-Atlantic, but if it does, it does not in this case. Because I ain't going there.
The one thing I do regret not doing, which it's not a huge life regret, like woe is me, but is going on trips, doing some type of like girl trip with friends. My cousins and I did try to plan a cousins trip, like us young adults, now that we're adults, go without the other adults,
the chaperones,
the next generation up, and we just go enjoy ourselves and have fun. They had mentioned the Poconos. I was like, that sounds like fun. But right after our last family reunion, the pandemic hit. So by the time it would have been warm enough for us to go again, like have that time to plan, the world literally shut down. So yeah, we never went. Not to say that we can't, but now we have, several of us have had kids since then. So it wouldn't just be like, well, I got no responsibilities. Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
So
that's cute that y'all had that idea to begin with. I mean,
it sucks though when you have the idea and then you can't execute it.
I think you should definitely put it back on the books and attempt it. Like
Absolutely.
You have me at least as a babysitter, and then you have your husband who's home on the weekends. You could rotate, share duties, co-parent.
But I would definitely want to do a girls trip still, women's trip at this point. And the cousins trip for sure. Like I said, several of us have had kids. It's only been 3 years since the pandemic. So
oh my God, how it's a lot of time that passed.
But we would all, for the most part, have to wait for our kids to be of a decent age, unless of course another batch decides to have kids. Then we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But I definitely would want to keep it on the table.
Yeah, you should.
Post mom experiences, which one of which we shared was going to a lounge.
Yeah. And that was my first time going to a lounge.
Yeah, mine too.
Really?
Yeah. I've been to tons of clubs, but after a certain age, I'm like, y'all are too young. There's too many people in here. Don't touch me.
Mainly, don't touch.
I'm just here to like drink a little bit, get my little liquid courage, get a night full of dancing, dance that liquid courage out of my system, and go home.
Yeah.
Don't touch me. So there is a, not every time and with every person, but there is a lack of respect with the opposite sex when you're going to clubs. So that is something that I've been ready and willing to fight over. Never had to.
Luckily.
gave them that look like, you touch me again, I'm going to be up on a board in the back room of this club to not ever be let in again. Like, don't touch me. And luckily they got the hint. So didn't have to deal with that. But
that's good.
The lounge, I feel like it's weird. We did what, three places.
Yeah.
Three. And I feel like there's still some of the immaturity level, for lack of better phrasing. Like, people want to stand around and not dance, like kind of just two-step or bounce around. I'm like, no, I'm out here to dance. Like,
we paid to get in.
Right.
Let's enjoy ourselves. You were out at 11 o'clock at night. If you didn't want to be out here, you should have stayed home.
Stay at home and play some music on Alexa.
And just sit on your couch and sit there.
Right.
You know?
But, and it's not that you have to have other people dancing. I personally feed off of other people's energy.
Yeah.
So if I'm around, it could be a family reunion or a party or whatever. I love, like, seeing other people. Everybody's laughing, smiling, dancing, and enjoying themselves. Yeah. So that was something that was a little odd. It was like, there's not enough energy to feed off of, versus a club at this point is too much energy to feed off of.
Yeah. Even the last one that we went to, we tried to dance and nobody else was dancing. And of course, for me anyways, there was no sense of like embarrassment of like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm the only one dancing. It was like, I'm going to dance. I paid to get in here. I walked with heels on. Like, I'm going to do
through the
something.
freezing cold.
It was cold. Like, I'm going to enjoy myself. I hardly get out. I'm going to enjoy it. Yeah. But it is a mood killer when nobody else, like, oh, well, they're dancing, then I'll dance. You know, like, it was just, everybody was just like, well, I'm in a VIP section. I'm just going to drink bottles and just act like I'm cool. Like, okay, you can be cool.
And talk to each other.
Yeah. Like, go to somebody's house and do that. It's like, don't waste space in an environment like that and not actually participate. Yeah. And then, of course, the music was the issue, too. They kept playing the same kind of jam.
Afro beats, which I'm fine with.
Yeah, it wasn't bad music.
But
it's just
all night,
the whole time, I was like, I really don't know how to do this anyway. But I'm trying my best. But the whole playlist can't be this. And it's not gonna work.
And then the first place was Afro beats and dead. Like, our compadres come and are waiting for us to come inside. Like, oh, I don't see anybody. I'm like, no, we're in here. There's no one in here.
Nobody.
Which, if they were playing good music, honestly, I would not have cared at all.
Yeah.
I would have been like, let me get my drinks in. There's nobody in my space. Nobody to touch me. And I can just enjoy myself with you guys. But the music wasn't there. And then the second place, that one had more people, but
nobody was moving.
Older music playing and nobody.
It was like more trap house music, I think of that. It wasn't
upstairs,
Yeah, it wasn't. And then downstairs was more dinner anyway. So, but I mean, we went out to be together as a collective, which I think made it a lot better than what it could have been if it was just me and you. If it was just me and you, we were like, we going home.
Honestly, I feel like we would have sat there talking for hours, which we could have done at home. Yeah. Or we would have left and went home. Yeah.
But then again, we probably wouldn't have went that far out for that. And we probably would have made the best of it if we were a little closer to home too. Like, there's a lot of ways that it could have gone for a better experience, but it was nice just to get out of the house.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah. Not a wasted night, but for sure could have been better. My second lounge experience, which unfortunately could not make it to.
Oh, couldn't make it.
That was interesting. I don't even know how to explain it. We went and got like some appetizers, which were the bomb. When I say they were the best French fries I ever had in my life.
Fries.
Listen, one of the things we had, I don't remember what else, but I remember those French fries. I was like, I don't even know how to explain these. Like, I think they were like crunchy on the outside, but like airy and soft on the inside, like perfect consistency. They weren't too salty. I was like, I'm going to tear these fries up.
I'll go for some fries.
It was so, they have other stuff. I think we got like wings or something.
I'm all about potatoes.
Those fries.
Why do you think I call you a chopped potato baby? I'm all about them potatoes.
And my husband loves fries too. He literally went all the way to Washington for a training and came back and told me about some fries. I was like, they had to be good.
Yeah. Gotta be some good fries.
Yeah. Some people be putting their foot in that in that grease. Like, I don't know. All fries are not created equal.
No, not at all.
But back on topic. So I feel like that was like the maturity was there. Like there wasn't anybody that was like hype or trying to fight or like touching on people that didn't want it or anything like that. But again, the energy was way lower than I expected it to be. The second place that we went to, my friend's cousin knew the bartender. So he hooked us up some drinks.
Nice.
That was very nice. And I may or may not have more than what I should have for my weight. So I was like, okay, whether I feel like dancing or not, I'm gonna have to, because I gotta get this out of my system. That's the easiest way to do it. So we actually were getting ready to leave that place because the music was not great. And we got up, walked towards the door. We're literally halfway between where we were sitting and the door, and they started playing something that all three of us looked at each other like, we know we're not leaving. So that was like 3 or 4 songs or so, and then it went back to like, I'm over this. So we're like, okay. Went to the third place. The third place was iffy too, I guess.
I hate that you have to hop around just to find the vibe or the energy.
I did see with clubs, I didn't have to do that. I feel like if I wanted Hispanic music, we went to La Torres, and we knew we were gonna have a good night. If we wanted, I was very well-rounded in my music, so I might have had like salsa, bachata, reggaeton, or EDM, or hip-hop, R&B. I would go to all different types of places. So it's really just a vibe of, one, when you're that young, usually they have like parties, like Tuesday nights is this, Thursday nights is this, Friday, Saturday, whatever. So we would do that. And then when you get accustomed to a place, it's like, this is our spot. So that kind of took the struggle out of that. And then I always went with some sort of group. At the very least, I might have gone with my one close friend at that time. You go with your group, and, you know, if it hasn't gotten where you need it to be yet, usually like you there for about an hour, it gets better. And then we would stay until the lights came on and they were closing down.
You can see your real self. Like, oh gosh.
Right. I look like a raccoon now. All my eyeliner has smeared.
Start shooing you off with a broom. Get out of here, you animals.
I don't know what it was. Like, I got enjoyment out of, like, I literally danced all night. Like, the lights are on, everything is shut down. If we felt like we weren't done, we would go to a diner, get something to eat, and then go home.
Y'all living that movie quality life. I love it.
Yeah, well, I guess looking back, I guess I can say that. It felt.
If somebody told
normal.
me what a night going out looks like, you just described it. I'm like, yeah, I've seen that in a show before or in a movie.
I asked my mom too. I was like, "You never stayed until the lights come on?" She was like, "Absolutely not. Like, I want to get out before the crowd is getting out, and I don't have to fight."
That's my first thought, was like, get out. Like, even at the movies, it's like, you get out before the credits. Get out, go get your car, do it. Just get on.
I would either get out before the credits, or, like, you know, with Marvel movies, we would stay through the whole entire thing, and then usually most of the people have left by then.